Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Mustangs will kick this deep to get us going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Tackle is made at the 4-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. On the ready. Easy.
Hand off to the right side. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's King. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll take a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
Clemson 7, SMU 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. The back's got it. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The offense will take their first time out of the half. They'll talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the run, it's King. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Now you just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. SMU offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, SMU. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Using his legs, it's King. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it works. The first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sticks. And Sullivan. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
And first down for the offense.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense, short of the first down marker.
Brings up second down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Pickup of 13. And that's a first down for the offense.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Clemson 14, SMU 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
An important third down attempt for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. On the run, it's King. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Lets it go quickly. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. And he finds the running back in the flat. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. Can't quite make it. Stop short at the 2-yard line.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Bringing prep, makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Now the all-important extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Running back, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 30. Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Airing this one out toward the sideline. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
He's tackled at the 26. Second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Mustangs lining up here on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looks right for a quick completion. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, SMU. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Touchdown, SMU. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. They just keep feeding the running back the rock, and they cannot stop him. Another touchdown.
This running back is having a career game here today. And, you know, the defense, they've had the entire first half, halftime, to try to come up with some adjustments. Nothing that they are coming up with is working. From this offense, continue to give this back more chances.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense.
He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And he drops back in the gun. He's got him. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Looking for a gap. It's King. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great chance of the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Did the defense come up with answers this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Here comes a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Touchdown, Ponies. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 38. Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. SMU offense is back out on the field now. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense adds 6 points. Look at that, a defensive touchdown, and suddenly they've taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the defense said to heck with it. We're going to take matters into our own hands with this late touchdown, and now the dynamic of this game has completely shifted.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass not complete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Crucial play here. They go to the air. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment